to Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Coach Huff told me pregame he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Memphis offense will come out first. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
Left side is Walden. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary.
Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Memphis.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. 5 catches in their last win, a couple of them going for touchdowns. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Knight. And the defense gets home and makes it. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Follows his blocks. It's Walden. They were all over it. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide left, it's Walden. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on 3rd down. Complete to the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off on the counter. Got the 1st down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game. And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting 1st downs. They are so hard to defend.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Play action with Raiola. Caught. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Plows through the defense. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Scanning the field, it's Knight. Release to the back. Left side, it's Lacey. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. From the gun, it's Lacey. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Throwing right. Complete downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're going to run it. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He lobs one high down the left side. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to convert the 3rd down. Here's Raiola. Firing deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Memphis will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Moves the pocket. It's Knight. Fires to the middle. Right side, it's Cook. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Rebels. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Deep in the end zone, it's Garrett. tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll ride him again. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Knocked down immediately. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Raiola. He wants it all, throwing for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They boot it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Rebels offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I will have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Sets his feet. It's Knight. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. This time he's got it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Rebels are marching down the field.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Alexander. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. He's past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Out wide right, it's Alexander. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Now Memphis uses its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Turns it on in midfield. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Throws it off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Stands in and takes the... Hits him inside the 20, still going. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Raiola to throw. It's complete on the right side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Again, it's Raiola. Look out! And he gets rid of it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man on the outside. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Straight ahead, it's Lacey. On the move at the 30. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll give it to him again. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the week. Of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers taking on the number 19 team, the Louisville Cardinals.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Runs through a man. He might have space. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Run inside. It's Lacey. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Back to throw. It's Knight. Snags it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Wants to go up top on second down. Rush right in his face. And he gets it away.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Left side, it's Odom. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. They'll try to run it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. That second down loss was not exactly what they had in mind. Now it's third and goal from the 8. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Give him 6. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Cross crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Memphis picking up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
One more time, it's Brown. Pulled to the ground. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now here's Raiola. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Walden. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing Raiola. Touchdown, Memphis. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. Right side, it's Marsh. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. On the run, it's Lacey. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Complete in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Hits inside, it's Lacey. There he goes! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Snags it and he's open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Out wide right, it's Marsh. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Back's got it on the screen. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Hey, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Memphis wants to move quickly. Burrowing for yardage. He stopped short of the first down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. This defense is trying to protect the lead. Have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Keeps it, it's Raiola. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Left side, it's Walden. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. What a disappointment. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in the...
There he goes! The 20! And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Memphis picking up the tempo.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Loyola from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Second and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walden. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's Raiola to throw. Setting up the screen. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They're all over him. And down he goes.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Rush is on, trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Fourth down, Raiola. Oh, pressure's coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Running inside, it's Lacey. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Driven back.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Push is ahead. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. There's a